Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope you guys are having a good one. First and foremost, before I begin this video, my kids are playing in the other room, so you may hear some hooting and hollering throughout this video. It is what it is. But I wanted to talk about these WWE releases because, well, it's just recently popped up in the news yesterday. I wanted to cover it yesterday, but I had things going on. Such is life. But I do like wrestling. I'm not a massive wrestling fan. I basically I'll watch the pay-per-views and I'll watch highlights of matches and stuff on the YouTube channel or whatever. Mainly because I don't want to sit around for 3 hours and watch a program that's a little too long. But especially when there's other things you want to do. But I wanted to talk about these because some people seem to be pretty surprised about them, others not so much. And I wanted to go over really if I was surprised about it and who I think they could have picked instead. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is from CagesideSeats.com, written by Gino Morosco. So if I've got the name wrong, I apologize. WWE releases Braun Strowman, Dakota Kai, and more updated. This was updated on May 2nd at 7:56 p.m. So a little over 24 hours ago. We got big old Braun Strowman here. We found out just the other day that WWE cuts were underway on the corporate side and then bleeding over into the broadcast side. Now, word is getting out that those cuts have reached the talent as well. According to Fightful Select, internal memos have gone out indicating a number of wrestlers have been released by the company. Those wrestlers, as of this writing, are Braun Strowman, Dakota Kai, Shayna Baszler, Caden Carter, and Katana Chance. Another name who wasn't put in the initial report but is posting as though she has been released is NXT star Cora Jade. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there for now because the rest is going to be talking about NXT stars. I don't watch NXT. Okay, so I can't comment too much on those people, but I have seen Cora Jade wrestle. So with Braun Strowman, now WWE has a bit of a giant problem. Okay, I think that or lack thereof, a giant problem. When you look at the Attitude Era and stuff, we had people like Big Show and Undertaker and Kane, kind of with Kevin Nash, right? You had some of these bigger guys where now you don't have that anymore. You have, probably the tallest wrestler, maybe like what, 6'6", maybe, I don't know. But you don't have the larger than life ones where they're almost 7 foot tall, the spectacles. Now you have Omos, but they never showcase Omos, which is really bizarre. And it's kind of weird that, and they could have released him, I just missed it, but they just haven't released him, and they could have kept Braun Strowman, for example. But I do think they have a lack of a giant problem. And maybe if they just taught Braun how to be in his spots when he needed to be there, his positioning, maybe he would have improved, but we don't know what's necessarily going on behind the scenes with that. Braun Strowman missed a lot of spots that I noticed where he's supposed to catch somebody outside of the ring or do something where it could have ended up very disastrous. I think he missed one for Finn Balor. I know there's another one that he missed, and it's just and he was visibly upset when he did it. So it's like tells us that that wasn't meant to happen, which breaks the illusion of the wrestling, right? So that is it's not like a big surprise. It is surprising, but knowing that information and even me thinking that when I'm watching it, it's just like, well, I can see why that happens. Hopefully he can come back better, but technically he did come back, right? And about a year ago now, is that right? If I'm remembering correctly. So who knows? Will we see Braun Strowman again? Dakota Kai is surprising to me. Okay. Well, let me take that back. It's not surprising for the fact that because she's been injured a lot, and she came back and she got injured again. So, but she's good on the mic. Not great, but she's good. She's that better representation of damage control where you can they can convey what they want to say through her for all of us to understand. Because who's in damage control? It was Kai, then Kairi Sane, Asuka, which she's still hurt, and then Io Sky. But Io Sky is a baby face now. And Damage Control was a heelish group. So it's interesting that they let her go, and it seemed like they wanted to go somewhere with Damage Control, where Io was like, Damage Control has to change, or something like that. And then nothing happened with it. And that's something that I noticed a lot late, with some of this WWE stuff, is they had stuff that was kind of going nowhere, it seemed. And I think that was one of them. I could have just missed something, but I think mainly with her, it was just her injuries that caught up to her. And they just decided, hey, go get healthy, and we'll see you in a couple of years. I think Dakota Kai will be back, but it is a shame to see her go. Now, Shayna Baszler, I think that they kind of missed the mark with her. I know when she first came around, I think they tried to portray her as the Ronda Rousey, right? The badass, the coming in, kicking butt, taking names, stuff like that, which I feel like they could have still done, but they didn't really push her as well as I think they could have, and I could have just been missing it. But whenever I saw her, she just always seemed real intimidating. She didn't seem like she was too terrible, nothing that kind of broke any sort of immersion or whatever. But I think it's the same thing. She'll go away for a while and come back. And the Fusion Collective is all gone except for Zoe. So who knows what's going to happen with her? She'll probably be part of the next layoffs. But then we have Kaden, Carter, and Katana Chance. I'm not surprised. They were boring. Their characters were boring. They won the championships. I remember that, but lost them pretty quickly, I believe, right? They were... Whenever their matches came on, it was just kind of okay, I'm going to go make some food or something. I wasn't a big fan of them. And that's an unfortunate thing with the women's division. There's not too many of the women that I think people care about. You have Charlotte, Bayley, Becky is back. And then you have, who am I missing? Charlotte, Bayley, Becky, Tiffany, and Rhea Ripley, the best one of them all. Those are the top 5 that I can just come off of the top of my head. What's her name? Gosh. Well, that's all I can think of. The girl with the hair, spins her hair. I can't remember. I can't believe I'm blanking on her name. But Bianca Belair. There we go. But, Bianca Belair, they're trying to push Jade Cargill, which Jade needs work. She needs some work. But those two, I'm not surprised. Now, would I change, if there anybody that would pick that to kind of take off and keep these people? Yes. I think Maxine Dupree should be one of them. They should, with Dakota Kai, they should keep Dakota and let Maxine go. Same with Otis and Tozawa. Those 3, they're just they need to leave, get rid of the jokey stuff so we can forget about it. And then when they come back, maybe not so much with Maxine, because Maxine has had a lot of opportunities she's gotten better. But I remember when they first were trying to present her as she's trained and stuff, she messed up a lot. And she messed up in the middle of them saying, she's trained for this or whatever. So I think that they're trying to portray Maxine Dupree as a Stacy Keibler that can kind of wrestle. But I think I would have gotten rid of those 3 before I got rid of Braun, Dakota, and Shania. But those are the main roster cuts that we know of so far. Now there is a rumor of Shotzi being released that I read. It's just a rumor, though. It's not confirmed or anything. Which, if she was released, she's boring too. I can't get into her character. I'm crazy. I'm a psycho. I got green hair. I come out in a tank. Yeah, it's really it's really stupid, to be honest. But it is what it is. I didn't like her match when I saw her in the elimination, not an elimination chamber, the War Games match. I didn't like her when she was in there. That was the first time I saw her. But Cora Jade, I think she's young enough. She's like 24, I think. She can go away and come back. If she goes to like TNA or something, then they work with WWE anyway, so it's not like she would be completely gone. Now, if she goes to AEW, that's a different story. So the update is the NXT releases. We have Gigi Dolan, Riley Osborne, Eddie Thorpe, Jakara Jackson, Gaius, Joe Coffey, Mark Coffey, and Wolfgang, Oro Mensah, and Javier Bernal. I only know about Gigi Dolan because she's in that tag with JC Jane, I believe, like Toxic Attraction or whatever. The other ones I don't know anything about, though. Sorry. I just don't I don't watch NXT. But that's pretty much all we have. It's interesting. I don't know if they've released JC, and I'm pretty sure that's her tag team partner. But it's interesting they got rid of her because they want to build the tag division for the women's division. It seems like, or at least they say they do. But they got rid of one tag team and then half of another one. Now, again, I don't know what's going on in NXT. They could have broken up or whatever. But yeah, it is what it is. I do think that if I were picking, I would have gotten rid of Tozawa and Otis and Maxine Dupree, other than Braun, Dakota, and Shayna. Dakota, it just depended on how healthy she was. Braun, he just needs to work with his spots. That's it. He needs to work harder on his spots. And Shayna and Dakota, I think, will be back for sure. Braun, it's hard to say because I don't know how old he is, and he may have been scorned by this. We'll never know, though. We'll see. But that's pretty much all I have. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. Are you surprised by these layoffs or releases, rather? Do you have anyone else in mind that you would actually replace with these? Are you a big fan of any of these people? I'm just the average WWE fan, or below average WWE fan. I just kind of watch it because I think it's interesting and there's some stars that I like, but I'm not like huge in it. And WWE is my guilty pleasure video games. So, but let me know what you guys think about this. I've really got nothing else to say about it. So I'm going to go ahead and head out, turn on the light because it's getting quite dark outside now, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much.